British or Chinese, doesn't really matter what you consider MG as. You just cannot deny the fact that Indian people have really grown fond of their cars. Take a look at this Hector Plus for example. It has got less chrome than the regular Hector, which in my opinion makes it look a lot more elegant and equally aggressive at the same time. Also, it's available as a 6 or a 7-seater, and Indians love their SUVs with more seats. So today, let's put this SUV through its paces and find out if it's worth the 18 lakh rupee price tag or not. But one thing before I start the review, you must know that this model is the 2020 model of the Hector Plus. MG has updated the Hector Plus, but there are only two new features. One are bigger 18-inch wheels. This car has 17 inches. And then on the inside, you also get wireless charging on the new model. Otherwise, the car is exactly the same. The cabin of the Hector Plus is a very nice place to be in. The main differentiating factor here from the regular 5-seat Hector is this tan leather upholstery, which kind of grants a very premium feel to the cabin. The overall quality here is also good. However, there are some cheap bits, especially in the lower part of the dashboard. This Volvo-inspired iPad-like central infotainment screen takes the center stage here, and it looks really good. But the problem of this tablet-like interface is that many controls, including the basic ones like air conditioning, are operated from here. For instance, when you're driving and you want to change the AC speed or the AC temperature, you just can't do it right away. You'll have to take your eyes off the road and use the tablet, and then it's gonna happen. From a safety point of view, it's not good. This top-end variant comes with great features such as multifunctional display between the dials that also shows navigation directions, Gaana Plus subscription, a big panoramic sunroof, and also a much required 360-degree camera. So the second row of this 6-seat MG Hector Plus is a very nice place to be in, thanks to these captain seats. The seats are quite comfortable, and the only area of improvement is the under-thigh support, which is a bit lacking. The legroom, as you can see here, is really good. For reference, I'm 5 feet 10 inches tall, and I've got no problem here. There's also a decent amount of adjustment here. This seat right now is pushed all the way back. It really eats up the legroom in the third row. So as you can see, the ingress here in the third row is quite easy thanks to these captain chairs, but the space here is at premium. For short trips, for short people, this is an okay place to be, or otherwise it's quite cramped. However, one good thing is that the third row gets dedicated air vents. Like with most 3-row SUVs, the boot space on the Hector Plus is pretty tiny with the third row up. Dropping this row down reveals a pretty respectable 530 liters of boot space. It's now time to focus on the Hector's powertrain, which in this case is a 1.4-liter turbo petrol engine that's mated to a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. Now, don't let this combination fool you into thinking that this is a sporty car, because it's definitely not. 138 bhp of power and 250 Nm of torque are not enough for an SUV that weighs well over 1600 kilos, and therefore the 0 to 100 acceleration time stands at around 14 seconds for this car. But since the Hector Plus is a family SUV, this sprint time isn't that bad at all. Additionally, the engine is also pretty refined. Dual clutch gearboxes, in general, get your expectations pretty high, but this one in particular is a bit uninspiring. Upshifts here are quite slow. Even in manual mode, there's a good 2 to 3 second lag before this gearbox will move up a gear. Downshifts in manual mode are quick, but in auto mode, yet again, the response time is pretty slow, and therefore, overtaking does need some planning. Another worrisome aspect of the Hector Plus petrol automatic is its fuel economy, which is 6 to 7 km per liter in the city and 10 to 11 km per liter on the highway. While the Hector Plus's powertrain may not be all that great, its ride quality surely is. The suspension setup here is soft, which in turn absorbs most imperfections of our Indian roads. Also, road noise here is pretty well contained, which makes the Hector Plus a supremely comfortable SUV. As far as handling is concerned, I'm positive that you won't buy a tall SUV like this for its sharp handling. And Hector Plus surely is anything but sporty because there's a good amount of body roll and understeer while taking sharp turns. On the plus side though, this car is pretty short-footed at high speeds and it allows you to take small highway bends with enough confidence. To wrap everything up, the MG Hector Plus petrol automatic scores pretty highly in terms of design, comfort and features. But you have to keep in mind that its rather annoying gearbox can be slow and thirsty for fuel as well. Still, for under Rs 20 lakh, this SUV has some pretty good ingredients to be present on your shortlist.